Hey there. So I was just thinking today about approval, mainly self-approval. And I got to thinking about uh, our issue with self-approval. So basically, the thing is that most of us beat ourselves up quite a bit of the time. If you think about your day and the things that have happened throughout your day and what you've done, and then each time that you did something that you didn't like or you thought was stupid or silly or you second guessed yourself, you may notice that immediately afterwards or shortly thereafter, you'll be thinking in your head, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. Or, man, that was stupid. Why did I do that? How come I couldn't think of this? Shoot, what, am I dumb or something? So sometimes we get in these loops where we end up thinking these negative things about ourselves. And it got me to thinking because, and I haven't heard anyone else say this. There's probably other people that have used this analogy before, but I haven't heard it from anyone. But it got me to thinking about how we second guess ourselves all the time in this non-self-approving mode. But really that comes from our thinking a lot of times that other people are judging us. So I thought of this thought exercise and I wanted to share it with you because it might be of value to you to do this yourself. Think about, what if, no matter what you did or what you said, you knew without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that everyone around you, everyone that was affected by anything that you said or did, would totally approve of you. That person, those people would totally approve and even delight in the things that you say or that you do. How would that impact your life? If you knew, you could feel it, you knew because you could feel it in your bones, that everyone around you would approve of everything that you said and did and even delight in it. For example, let's say you're driving down the road and you're in a hurry to get somewhere and you're driving, say, 85, 90 miles an hour in a 60 mile per hour zone. A cop pulls out behind you and pulls you over, walks up to your window and says, hey, I see you were doing 90 miles in a 60 mile an hour zone. And you start to, and you look at the officer, but you know that he approves of you. And he instantly says right after that, that's really impressive. I didn't even know you could get that car up to this speed. Or, hey, that's the way people should drive these roads. I'm impressed with you because you're actually pushing these roads to the limit. They were designed for a lot higher speeds than 60 miles an hour. And darn it, people should drive like you. Have a nice day. And he walks back to his car and takes off. So this is the kind of thing I'm talking about, is where you can do whatever you want. Anything that you think is right, and everyone else would see it and approve of it. And they would actually think that you were smart for coming up with the idea, or that was a clever thing that you just said. They laugh at all your jokes. They just totally approve of everything that you do. How would that feel to you? Now, I'm sure there's some that would say that, well, that would be like being a spoiled child, and a person who's spoiled, they think that they can do anything and anything goes, and that can't be healthy. But wait a minute. You know what? Some of the people who maybe we consider spoiled, and maybe they are what we would consider entitled. that entitlement comes from probably them getting a lot of approval as a child. And it's probably an offensive to other people, because other people have not gotten that approval. So they don't feel that same freedom to have whatever they want. They don't feel as entitled. And so they don't feel that they deserve things like people who do get that encouragement, get that approval on a regular basis. So I'm just saying, think about this. Consider what your life would be like if, instead of having a voice inside your head that was telling you, oh, you did it wrong. Ah, you screwed up again. Shoot, I should have said this. Oh, why couldn't I have thought of that at that time? Oh man, why did I make that mistake? Oh, how embarrassing that I just did XYZ. So instead of having that going on in your mind, what if it were more of, oh, yeah, I did it again. All right, I'm doing great. Look, they loved it. I know I'm fine. I know everything's going to be okay. I'm happy. I'm good. It's great. And those were the kinds of affirmations that we had in our head. And it wasn't because we had to affirm something because we didn't actually believe it. It's not making empty affirmations based on something we don't believe, but we know it in our core that we are actually approved of, that we know that we are the shit. And so we don't have any issue with that. So that is really where we're trying to go here, because that voice inside your head, that negative talk in your head, is really what holds you back. And by seeing it and changing it, you can effectively become a self-approver. You can give yourself all the approval that you didn't get earlier in life, that to break the patterns that have developed in your life that make you feel like you're not good enough, like you didn't do something right, like, oh shoot, I screwed up over here. Oh, I did that and that was embarrassing. Instead of having those types of self-talk messages, you could have much more positive self-talk messages, and maybe no talk at all, because you just rest in the joy and satisfaction of knowing that you're okay, that you are love, that you are approved, that you emanate this being that others enjoy being around, because you know and approve and love yourself. This is where we're going, okay? This is the whole point, I think, of life. If there is any purpose in life at all, I think it's for us to get to the point emotionally and I guess spiritually where we realize that we are everything that we have been searching for. All the happiness, all of the satisfaction, all of the ecstasy that we chase in life through money, food, adventure, entertainment, all of those things that we go after, we do for one reason, and that is to get the happiness, to get the love, to get the affirmation, or I should say, approval that we feel that we lack. And we don't need to lack it anymore. We can give it to ourselves. And you can do that every day by seeing things where you feel like you're disapproving of yourself. And immediately when you hear that in your head, or you think it, turn around and say, can I just approve of myself? Can I approve of myself just a little bit? Can I approve of myself a little more? Can I let go of this disapproval? Can I let it go a little bit more and a little bit more? And then do that more and more until you actually feel that freedom within your core, that at least for that instance, that you've released this disapproval and now are approving of yourself in that area. And practice that, and the more you do it, the more you'll notice that you are approving of yourself. And you will feel like others approve of you, because really it's our self-talk that causes us to feel the disapproval. We imagine it's other people out there, but the reality is it's all inside of us, all inside here. It's time to change it. That's it for today.